Hello guys and welcome back to Hey Management Melee, and today we've got the next episode of the Birmingham City Save, episode 27, and we've got today a very interesting game. We're against Everton. Now, what has happened since last time? Let's go through the schedule, where last time we lost to Liverpool 1-0. It was a very close game in the end. Liverpool thoroughly deserved it, absolutely thoroughly deserved it, but I thought we were going to cling on until the very last minute, but Cody Gakpo scored in the 76th minute, which saw us lose the game 1-0 away from home. I think we'll take that. Cavallini had a very good game, Joe Worrell a good game, Thomas, Araujo and Shirkin not really having the best game, not really having the best game. This 4-3-3 didn't really work out for us, so I've been experimenting a little bit. So since then, what's happened? Cameron Archer back on the score sheet. It's 1-1 in that game. We had a pretty decent game. Cameron Archer was the highlight out of all of it. Obviously, João Gomez, Topovic having a great game, Jurasek as well. Just managed to concede a bit early on, but then obviously had a pretty good game after that. Then, against Tottenham, a 2-0 win. Paik Sung-ho, Nipan, 2-0. We managed to win that game. Bentancur getting sent off early really did us a favour. And then Heung-min Son was very poor in front of goal. And it just led to us absolutely dominating the game. We obviously had more men. We played this 4-3-2-1 where we like to keep the ball. So in essence, we just compressed them throughout the game. 14 shots, 3 on target. We absolutely dominated them, hitting them on the counter-attacks. You know, it was just fantastic. Cameron Archer not having a great game in that one. But then, back into the Premier League, we lost to Leicester. Timothy Weah 1-0. We managed to lose that game. Penalty in the 16th minute and never really came back into the game. We had a pretty good game, to be honest. If you look at the shots, we should have won. 2.32 goals XG-wise. Then, if you look at the next game, against Ipswich, a 1-1 draw. Away from home, Jordan James going up in the 36th minute, and then after half-time, a penalty for Filip Krastev managed to get him through. 2 penalties in 2 games just to see us lose points, which isn't great. Then, in the FA Cup, 4th round, Cameron Archer and Topovic doing the business against Cambridge. So now we're through to the 5th round. We might bring you the Newcastle game, but I highly doubt it. I want to see if we can get past the FA Cup 5th round. Then I'm bringing the games for the FA Cup. Southampton, we managed to beat them 2-1, a very convincing 2-1, where we changed up the formation. And we're going for like a 4-4-1-1. So I'm playing with wingers, because I'll show you, we might have a new player, we might have made a few transfers, that'll be the next thing I'll just bring you, but we had a pretty good game in that one. We saw Luka Topovic and Romel Donovan, believe it or not, Donovan, who have recalled from loan, because he wasn't really getting the game time where he was. I think he was at Tenerife, 2 games, 6.95, I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring him in. In the Premier League, he's played 1 game, got 1 goal and a 7.4 rating. He's been fantastic for us. He's only 19, he's still got this massive potential ability, and he's a physical beast. At 5'9", 14 acceleration, 14 agility, 15 balance, 15 natural fitness, 16 stamina, 14 strength, 14 pace. His work rates, if he gets into the 15s, I'll be happy. But again, Romel Donovan, I've really tried to bring him through, and I think I'll keep him on the bench. Sorry, then we lost to Chelsea. 1-0, another 1-0 away from home. We've not really conceded many. If you look at this, we've conceded 1 against Bournemouth, 1 against Leicester, 1 against Ipswich, 1 against Southampton and 1 against Chelsea. In terms of transfers, I'll quickly just go through what's actually changed since last time. Paik Sung-ho's gone to Burnley, so Paik Sung-ho complained a bit about his playing time. I thought, you know what, it's probably time for you to go. He wasn't really rated too high, reached his limit, 14s and 13s, and really trying to advance and go past that now. Get players with like key attributes like 16s and 17s here and there who I really want to start playing, or get youngsters into the side. At 29 years of age, wasn't going to get much better. Did a fantastic 3 years. You can see here in the first year that he played for us, 2 goals, 4 assists in 12 games, and he became a bit of a mainstay in the second season, in our promotion season. Then in the first year in the Premier League, 11 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, and then he's gone to Burnley, where he's not really fitting quite well yet. But Paik Sung-ho for 19.75 million, couldn't really say no. Lee Buchanan, he's gone. Huddersfield, it's on loan. Fuller-Runshaw's gone on loan as well. I think he's got in his contract an optional fee of 22 million. Lee Buchanan, same again. I think he's got an optional fee of 2.7. George Hall's gone to Preston, so there's no fee in that. But again, I don't think George Hall is really progressing as much as I'd want him to, so only 2 stars. His potential ability is dropping. He's 21 years of age. Do I just look at moving him on now? I think the answer is yes for him. Then in terms of who we've actually brought in the January transfer window, we've got Rodrigo Ribeiro, that we've actually brought in. So we brought him in from Sporting. We've got 2 players in from Sporting now on loan. We've got Diego Pinto and Ribeiro. Ribeiro just a backup striker just in case. I think I like the look of him. I think he could develop into something absolutely fantastic if we started playing him, but I think he's championship level. I don't think he's really the type of guy that is going to get loads and goals per season, but I've brought him in on loan just to try and back him up. Then Luke Thomas, a £1.3 million signing. He is the backup to Jurasek on that left-hand side. I think, or or Sirkin. But I think Sirkin is going to mould more into the centre-back role, which I want him to do now. So Luke Thomas is in there. 1.3 million, 30k a week. Can't really complain. A wing-back defend. He's got a lot of 13s. Great work rate, which is what I want. Great stamina. Could be a little bit faster for my liking, but a solid player nonetheless. Then, the two big ones. James McAtee from Manchester City, 23 years of age. I thought, you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger on this lad. He's not really got the work rates or the aggression that I want to be doing, but he's English through and through. He's been at City for years and years and years. He went on loan to Sheffield United, where he got 2 goals and 2 assists in 32 games in the 23-24 season. He's been at Manchester City, had a pretty good run out in 24-25, but this year he's not really done much. So I've brought him in to Birmingham for 17 million, which you might say, or well, 20 million rising, which might be a bit extortionate for some, but he's still got a bit of room to improve. Physically fantastic with 15 acceleration, 16 agility, 14 balance, 14 pace. But then you look at the mentals: 15 composure, 13 decisions, 15 flair, good off the ball, great vision, anticipation is pretty good as well. And then 14 dribbling, 14 first touch, decent long shots, 14 passing, 16 technique. These are the types of players that I want to bring in. His marking's decent, he's off the ball and position is decent, so we can actually get back as well if we play him as like this inverted winger attack, or if we even play him as a winger support. He's pretty good at getting back. But for now, that's James McAtee. And then Jeremy Sarmiento, a player that I think could really set the league alight. 20 million we bought him in for. That could rise to 23.5. I've spent around about 40 million on these two wingers. But I think, to be honest with you, he's going to be absolutely fantastic. He went on loan to Ipswich in the Championship, went on loan to West Brom in the Championship, had 2 pretty good seasons. Then for Brighton in the league this year, 4 goals, 4 games in 6.77. He's actually very good. Dribbling really good. Finishing in touch, first touch really good. 23 years of age. Again, so 2 youngsters out on those wings. Long shots 13, so he can play further up. He can play in that attacking midfielder left, but also he can drop a bit deeper into this midfielder left, which is what I want. Physically, absolutely unbelievable. No qualms with that. Mentally, could be a little bit better, but the work rate's there. The 14 for the work rate is there. Could be a little bit higher. Could be the 15 that I want. But again, Jeremy Sarmiento, I think these are 2 solid signings to make our team look like this, which means that we can play actually Sarmiento on this left-hand side like so. Nip hands out with a suspension. We're going to let him go on a winger attack because we want him to get wider. Jade's going to sit back onto that box-to-box midfielder role to sit in the midfield. Topovic can play a bit more of that attacking midfielder support then Arch is going to be more of a poacher up front. So this is how we're actually playing at the moment. We're going to get into the game against Everton. I think I've spoken enough there. We're going to play positive. We're going to go attacking. Mainly try and get a few more crosses in. I do want to be a bit more direct. I think that's the main one. We're going to play a lot of crossing-based football now, trying to get the ball across the line and pushing up a lot higher. We've brought Ramel Donovan onto the bench. Actually, you can see here, Ribeiro recovered from his injury, but Chris Smalling's got a big injury, and Amari Hutchinson's out for 4 weeks or 2 months, which isn't great. But as you can see on the bench here now, if we're inserting into that role, you can play, I think he plays cover quite well. And then if we actually bring in Jurasek for Joe Worrell, this is our strongest side. So Jurasek on that left-hand side, he can play wing-back support quite well. So we've got Laird and Jurasek going forward on the wings. We've got Sirkin and Araujo. João Gomez drops a bit deeper. James can sit in this midfielder area. And it's like a 4-2-3-1 sort of formation, but it plays a 4-4-1-1 in defence where people can get back a little bit. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how our 2 signings do in this game. I can't wait to see how they fare. I can't wait to see if we can, get a bit of a good game against Everton, because Sean Dyche has had a fantastic run out with Everton. If you can see their side, which will hopefully come up now, our recent form being pretty decent. 2 wins, a draw and 2 losses, which is, the average. It's what you expect. But Everton's side, you see them here, Calvert-Lewin, Fornals behind, Riquelme and Thiago Corvera. He's very good. Højbjerg in there to couple with Onana. Then you think you've got Branthwaite and Tarkowski skill, Michael Enko on the left, Holm on the right. That's the new signing they've got. The Swedish right back, who's fantastic on this game. We're currently sitting 13th in the table, I believe. We could go up to as far as 11th, 1 point off Brighton with a win today. We're not that far off 7th. We actually aren't that far off 7th. And if you look at how far away we are from the bottom of the league, or the relegation zone, I think we're about 13 points away from them, which is a good 5 games. So if we can try and get something from this game, I'd be very happy. But Holm winning the ball back off James there, he gets it back again. Can he play the man through? He can't. James recovers it, and now we might have the chance to counter-attack with our new wingers. Sarmiento cuts inside. What's he doing there? He gets it back again. It's been a bit of a rough and ready game already for Everton and us so far. Let's try and calm it down. We play it into Topovic. What can he do now? Can he play Archer through? He can't. He plays it patiently. Laird cuts inside. He's going to try and cross it in. Can he whip it in? He whips it in towards Topovic, and Luka Topovic with the goal. He's playing this like attacking midfielder role. in behind the striker so well. He supports and plays out to these like wing backs and the wingers so well, and obviously he's got the two behind him playing deep, so he can sort of do his thing now. He sort of waits patiently. His positioning is always fantastic. You can see him there. The number 10 manages to poke it home. Ethan Laird getting forward, the two wingers getting forward in the overlap. This is exactly why we want to be playing. And Jordan James, despite the fact that he lost the ball out twice there, I think we've got two fantastic midfielders. There's Branthwaite through. Oh, he hits the post, but I think he might have just been offside there. I don't think he was actually. He should have scored that. That should have gone in. That should have been 1-1 as far as I'm concerned. There's another highlight here. I'm just going to change the opposition instructions a little bit as the ball's fired in towards Cameron Archer, who's not got the height to win that back at all. As now, Everton look to come forward. They've punted the ball wide. It's good switch there. Riquelme's on the ball. Finds McAtee, who's on the overlap. Can he put it back? He can. He finds Pablo Fornals in the middle, and it's a goal. Conceded a goal that's not too great to concede like that, to be honest. Not fantastic. But I think what I want to try and do is maybe play it down the wings a little bit more. Maybe don't play it as compact. I might play a little bit more compact, actually, just so that we're a bit more defensively sound in the midfield. I think that's how I'm going to have to play it. And then let the wingers go wide when they need to. I think it's been fairly even. I think despite the fact that we've seen Everton have better chances, we've dominated the possession. I think, keep going as far as I'm concerned. Let's just keep going. And for now, I think we're doing all right. I think we're having an okay game. We win the ball back deep now. Ethan Laird picks it up, cuts inside. I don't know where he's gone wandering, but it's a poor ball inside. But Jordan James manages to pick it up. What can he do with it now? Pings it out wide towards McAtee. He takes a touch, finds Toplovic, and it's Toplovic with his brace. The man who he's so dangerous in that area, in the coming into the box late, in that 6-yard box, finding his space, making them runs. He's so dangerous off the ball. And look at this now. He wanders inside, loses his man. Branthwaite can't do anything about it. McAtee with a beautiful little delicate ball inside, and that sets up Luka Toplovic to put it into the back of the net, and it's a great goal. So that puts us 2-1 up. Everton, who are currently sitting in 6th, are not being battered, but we're bringing them, we're playing some pretty good football against them right now. As now, they're coming forward again, Everton. Chirkin with a great tackle, but can we go out and meet the man again? He takes it past Jurasek with ease. Calvert-Lewin's there, but it's an awkward header for him. Let's praise the lads. We've been playing all right. Just keep it up. Cavallina playing it out from the back into Sirkin. Can he put it out wide now? He tries to find Roberto Lopez. It just doesn't work out for him. There's a ball in deep. Calvert-Lewin's there. Forced to Garner again. Hits the post. Right. Okay, cautious. We're going cautious. Calvert-Lewin on the right-hand side. I'm not too scared of him because he's not got the dribbling stats to be playing out wide. Onana finds Michaelenko. Onana back into Fidalgo. Into Beto. And he's offside. He's just offside. Come on, boys. Let's just see out the rest of this game. 85th minute now. I'll make him some more substitutes in a second. Garner stands over a free kick. He hits it from range. Cavallina with a great palm to the side of the net. Silla's going to come on for James because I know he can play that pretty well. That's going to be our final change. Silla, who I'm trying to get rid of, by the way. I don't think he just doesn't crack it out for this league. As Garner, there's a last minute. Oh my life! Have I just seen a Jordan Pickford goal in the 91st minute? I've just seen a Jordan Pickford goal in the 91st minute. Why they've pushed the goalkeeper up in the 91st? It's like it's do or die for Everton. Elvis tries to clear it out. Ben Godfrey picks it up into Garner now. Fidalgo, Silla picks it up off him. Roberto Lopez now, what can he do with it? Can we maybe get a last-minute goal to equalise it? Donovan, it's a poor ball out. Worrell's there. It's Garner, Fidalgo, Araujo now. The last 2 minutes of the game. Donovan, Ramel Donovan, who's just come on. Oh, come on, lad. Come on, son. He's just put it wide. That was a great opportunity. You know who would have scored that? Toplovic. Oh, God. Honestly, hands in pockets. I've got to sympathise with you, lads. So we just lose out. We get a point. So we're on 30 points. We're now 14 points ahead of 18th. So we've covered off pretty much everything there. We've covered off a lot of things. I'm going to try and cut that down as best as I can. That game was pretty exhilarating, to be honest. The Everton game where, we're going toe-to-toe with a team. We're going positive against them as well. Sarmiento, Toplovic looked very good. And McAtee looked absolutely fantastic. Jordan James, João Gomez just need to sort out that midfield. Don't really know what to do with it. Is it worth me just trying to see what I can do with it in terms of maybe pushing up a bit higher? Is it worth me dropping the high press to a mid block? Do we need to put the defensive line really high up? That's the other question that I need to ask myself. Am I asking the fullbacks to go forward when they should just be staying back? That's the other question I need to ask. One of them and Cameron Archer. I don't know what's happened to him. He started out pretty well, but 6 goals in 24. I knew he wasn't going to set the world alight, but he's not been fantastic. He's not been fantastic. But that concludes the episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new. 232 sub managers. Thank you very much for everyone who's watching. And yeah, it's just been a fantastic few weeks for this series. I know we haven't uploaded much of late, but we've been watching the England games. You know, the Euros is flying at the moment. Fantastic to watch, but I hope to get back to a consistent upload schedule once again soon. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. As ever, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. From me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.